are live.
Good evening and welcome to Love Angels Light TV. Tonight we have Rebecca from Dragonheart Healing joining us again. Did you have someone stop by your side, or were you looking up at no one?
No, I was thinking I should get my little princess crown thing that I made years ago. That I should wear this because you have one too.
So cute.
Except
you didn't want to feel left out. I see how this works.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of jealous, I must say. You always get to wear pretty headwear.
Oh, look. I got a spare. Do you want it? I'll just pass it through.
No, but I want your food porn that you sent me earlier.
That was naughty. That was my husband's birthday. Good evening, guys, by the way. Welcome to Love Angels Light TV. We have 11 people watching, which is great. Hey, Liesl. What we had for dessert tonight, just so everyone can be jealous, is my husband's leftover birthday cake, which is gluten-free, dairy-free chocolate icing, all good stuff for, people in our house who have allergies. And then we put on the Coles vegan vanilla bean ice cream. And then one of us may have thrown on a little bit of Kahlua. And yeah, so the Kahlua kind of soaked into the cake. It was disgusting. You should never try it.
The photograph that she sent me just before going live, the food porn photograph, was terrible. Like, you just wouldn't eat it. Just no. Didn't make me hungry.
I'll post it on my personal profile later. Yeah. That was after our coconut curry sausages and rice for dinner. Again, disgusting.
Living the gourmet lifestyle.
Thermomix, just got to say, Thermomix. Skinny Mix's recipe. Again, happy for people in my house with allergies. All right. Do you want to, now that we've talked about my food intake for the evening, did you want to give us a little bit of a rundown on who you are, what you do, and what we do tonight?
Yes. That means I need to use my brain, right?
Nah, just get it downloaded from Spirit. That's what I do.
Yes. Who am I? It's been a big day. So I am Rebecca from Dragonheart Healing, and it's possibly running around your screen, but I can't see that bit because I'm on my phone. And I do all sorts of stuff. But I mostly enjoy working with people to help just to help clear out anything that's going on that needs to go. You all have some. It's like that spare room or the corner in the garage that you need to clean up. So I'm your girl. I'll go in there and kind of clear it out. The skeletons in the cupboard that you may have forgotten about, so to speak. Is that a good description, Eileen?
It works quite well. She also tells you stuff about past stuff that you kind of go, By the way, Eileen, I think you were a sorceress in a past life. Oh, yeah, that sounds like me. Hey, Andrew, welcome back.
It's really interesting to know your past lives because it helps you relate to things in this life, and a lot of things start to make sense. I mean, sorceress. Wonder where that fits in now,
I'm not sure because I'm so sweet and innocent.
Well, this is true. I might have got that one wrong.
I don't feel like you did, to be honest.
It helps us understand.
What I love
lives were problems as well. We can't be angels.
So mean. What I actually love is the fact that when you do past lives, You do it completely differently to how I do past lives. Because I do past life regression therapy through hypnotherapy, which is completely different. Like I'm literally with someone under hypnosis going through basically a list of questions. So they tell me where they were, what they were doing, who they were, whether they were male or female or inside or outside. And that's fascinating too. I like it. Past life stuff's fascinating.
Yeah. It's true. There's many different doorways into this stuff. You know, at least with that, you don't normally get, you know, I sort of find myself wearing different clothing and I'm looking at myself going, okay, what part of history am I from, you know? That's, and I can smell what's going on, you know what I mean? I can smell things around me, like if I'm in a dungeon, which sometimes,
That
you know,
sounds
there were some really
delicious.
cruel people that would lock people in dungeons, and, you know, I feel like I got shackled, crazy stuff. So it's interesting that I can actually see people that are no longer there, but have been, and so much trauma in that. It means it's time for us to remove, or we're able to remove them, and that can free up things in this life where you have felt powerless. So all the purpose of all this stuff. But yeah, shall we, Eileen? Shall we do a bit of a for people? And you've got bells. I've got drums.
I got my tincture.
Should we do something?
Okay.
You take. Not quite as. I'm just gonna do one singing bowl because that actually will clear people out. Yeah. It's so weird. The video and the sound are at different times on my end. I don't know if they are at your end.
We're having some energetic interference.
Right. Do we want to put someone on and then we'll?
Yeah,
we
can
are.
do
that. I should have mentioned I did a bit of channeling with some friends today. We've got some galactic stuff come through too, and that always did with the Wi-Fi as well. So there's some big energies around at the moment, for sure.
Funny you mention galactic stuff because this is what Andrew's commented.
So let me bring it closer. It's been.
Oh, sorry, I forgot you had to do
told by a previous that this is my first. Can you read it to me, because I bring it up really close? It's like this big.
So I've been told by a previous psychic that this is my first time on this planet. It led me on a whirlwind of information regarding star seeds and indigos.
Yeah, there you go. I was working with 2 people today who have not had many earthly lives either, and their energy is quite different. It's heavier to work with. And it is in people's DNA. So for sure, I'll definitely validate that for you. It is what it is. And people that are here at this time are here for some purpose, because all eyes are on Earth right now. What's gonna happen. So yeah, we're all here. We wanted to be here at this time, and a lot of us are here to help. How do I put this? Anchor in the new energy, and by anchor in, do that. We can do that just by being happy and calm within ourselves, and that ripple out. And we're going to do a little bit of a group healing later on, just in, I guess, reminding ourselves how we can bring calm back into our bodies and push out anything else that's within us that just is not helpful. Because for many empaths right now, we're feeling into the energies of the world, which is, how do I put this? I guess it has quite a negative impact on us, because we're feeling other people's shit, and it can actually weigh us down. It's difficult to understand what's at the rest of the world's. So we need to learn to manage that within us, clear it out. So even just having a shower, you can clear it out, have that intention of bring it out, clearing it down the plug, letting it go with your breath. Your breath's really good, and we're going to do some of that later on. So have we got anybody that wants to jump on and have a bit of a healing or a bit of a session?
I have sent a link out. Now, guys, if you would
do
like...
a couple and then do the group.
Sure. I've sent one out, so I'm waiting to see if Erin comes and joins us. Guys, if you would like to join us on the screen, that is the way Rebecca likes to work, and it is actually really cool to watch because you get to interact and we don't have to wait for you to put a reply up. It's actually really cool. Send me a PM or put a comment in. Dude, who's not speaking their truth?
Yeah. I'm just holding.
Yeah, I had no choice. I'm trying to talk.
I'm starting to itch right now too.
Yeah, somebody's really holding back in their communication, and you really need to open that up. Right. If you want to come on screen with us,
I think to come
send me a message, just like Jodie just did.
Somebody wants to
hopefully this
and they're not saying. Please say it. Just safe.
And please let me know if you try the link and it doesn't work, because I copied it from the screen and wrote it manually. So if there's an issue, if you get the link from me and it doesn't work, I need you to tell me, because I'm very talented in many ways. All right, Tammy, message coming to you. Hey, no, the link works. Erin's in. There we go. Oh, I did the right link.
Have we had Erin before? I think I've.
Yes, you have.
I don't know.
Woohoo! I see to the realm next door, and here she is.
Can you hear me?
Well, I can.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Sure can. Eileen, can you comment down, because my screen, the comments actually taking up half my screen, and I can't see Erin.
Not at all.
Erin, do you have an actual thing you want me to look at, or do you want me to just jump in and see what comes up?
Just jump in, yeah.
Okay, I like that. Let's just jump in. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'm picking someone around you. Yeah, and have you or are you thinking about doing training in the beauty?
Yes.
I'm going to say industry. Think to you.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
So, do you work in that industry? Or are you thinking?
What industry was that?
Do you work in the industry, or are you thinking about doing some training in it?
I can't hear what you're saying.
Like I'm going to say the beauty industry.
Ah, I'm a hairdresser by trade.
Ah. Okay. Do you or someone close to you either work in the beauty industry, or are you thinking about doing some training in that field?
No.
Around career right now, are you thinking of changing career or doing some more training?
Yes. Changing career.
Okay. Like, I don't know why I've got you doing is there something you're thinking about doing like that?
I can't hear anything. Can you hear, Eileen?
You keep cutting out. You keep cutting out a little bit.
On all the main things.
Oh.
We're having energetic connection.
Okay. I'll try and open. Not that it should make any difference though, but you never know. I'm going to try and open it in my iPad and take myself off. See if it works. Might. So I'm going to come up twice.
So many jokes.
That's a lot of energy.
I should probably just stand up, but they're all in my head because some of them are in a
Sorry.
How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Oh. She says she's backstage. That's funny. Oh, she's in. I'm going to boot you from one. Rebecca, kick studio. Kick her out there. Right. And then here she is.
Have you found her?
Or you're just going to shift. Yeah. There were 3 in the bed, and the little one said, "Let me in."
Sorry, I had to kick myself out and come back. Oh, God. Okay. And now my camera's not gonna. Okay. All right. Can you guys hear me now?
You just angle
Yes.
it over a little bit. Yes. We can only see your left side. There we go.
I don't look like
Roll over.
just turning. I know. I'm going to turn my device upside the other way, and that might work. Okay. Which way? This way. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Perfect.
Yay. Okay. So what I got was that that career right now is a focus,
Yes.
and the guidance that I'm getting, they're looking at the beauty industry for you. I don't know if that's something you're not interested in.
No, I've done over 20 years in the beauty industry.
Oh, okay. So that is what they're saying. Sorry.
Yeah.
They're saying you're going out of the beauty industry.
Yes.
My bad.
Yes.
Okay. So,
I'm out of there. It's
okay, that makes sense. That makes sense because I got you doing stuff and then I got you want to change your career, but all I could see was the beauty industry. So you're
Yeah.
going, okay, that makes sense. Sorry, with all the, I couldn't understand what you're saying. I thought you said no. And I'm like, oh,
No. I've been how 25 years as a hairdressing and beauty and all of that. So
you're
no.
ready for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense because I got you doing all of that and you're ready for a career change. So, what area are you looking at going into?
I'm actually Eileen smirking there. I don't know, but I'm heading towards the path of
Spirit.
meditation, running meditation classes, spiritual development stuff. Yeah,
because that's what they're giving you. They're giving you the go ahead, and I just want to quickly jump in because you've got. It's like the old fashioned clocks that have the cogs that connect to this cog to make this cog go.
Yeah.
It's like somebody's got a stick and it's you, and you've got a stick and you've jammed it into the cogs, and you're like, oh, I don't think I can do this. I'll just leave that stick in there for now, like because it's safe and it's not moving and going anywhere. So like I just want you to grab that stick and pull it out and allow things to flow and trust that it's okay and take control again. Because when you've put that stick in the cogs, you've told the universe, I don't think I can do this, and I don't think I'm ready, and I don't think people will follow me, and I don't know. There's a bit of self-doubt there, and they're saying, it's time. It's time. Like, just allow that to go through you. So I'm just actually going to drop in and do a little bit of work because I want to help you clear that out, and I want to give you the go-ahead that this is a great time to do that. You came on this earth to do a thing, right? And in the meantime, you did this other thing, and that paid the bills, right? And you enjoyed it for a while, but that time is over. And now it's time to do what you came here for, to really, get on with it. So do it. Straight up, just do it.
Okay, I'll just go now. I'll do it. Yeah.
Just do it. They're just saying if you get the knockbacks and don't feel like you've got to force it. Don't feel like you got to force this stuff. Like, I feel like part of you is like, but how do I do this? How do I incorporate this into my life? How do I do it? Like, there's so many things and there's so many other people doing it. How can I do mine better? And don't go in the brain. Just let it flow out of you. Just what feels right for you, and the things that work for you are going to work for others, right? So your people will find you.
Hopefully.
That resonate with you. You know what? I could look at 20 people that do what you're doing, and I could be like, but I feel really comfortable with Erin. So trust that. The people that, when you've worked in your industry, there are people that could return to you for your business, right? The same thing's going to happen. Now, you trusted that it worked before in the beauty industry.
Yeah.
it's going to work in this industry too. They just
it's just finding my niche. I guess I get too carried away with all different things. So yeah.
Okay, let me just drop in for a second. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, this is really crazy. You know those they call it a Chinese it's like a puzzle, and it's got all, but it's a finger trap, you know, but and it all the this is what I'm feeling within your heart. It feels like it's a trap, and if I take the wrong move, I'm going to get caught in the trap, is what they're showing me, and it's within your heart. It's really interesting. It's not in your I am, it's not in your place of being, because this actually means more to you than just you. It's bigger than just you, right?
Yeah.
So let me just okay. What is a puzzle that you feel comfortable that you can easily do? Tell me a game or a puzzle that you're really comfortable with that you can easily do in
a puzzle.
Yeah, like you know those little wooden puzzles that you put together and it makes a cross or something? Or the snake one that's like the Rubik's Cube, but it's just a snake and you can make it into a cross?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay. I think my kids have something like that.
Okay, so let's just change this Chinese finger trap.
Yep.
Into the cross, that you know how to do the cross, right? You know how to make it into whatever. So that's really simple and easy, and it's not complicated. They're just saying this is what this, whenever you're feeling a bit confused or scattered, just come back to heart and just remember it's just a simple cross you've got to make. I don't know why they're showing me just something simple. Like, try to come back to here and say, I need to make this simple again. Like, throw the Rubik's Cube or the Chinese finger trap out and just keep it simple. That's what they're saying. Like, you're overcomplicating it by all the details and all the ways.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Yeah, so whenever you do that, just put your hand, I want you to put your hand on your heart, and I want you to visualize that really simple cue, you know, the thing I'm talking about. You know what it is? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Because just remember to keep it simple and keep it doable. Because if you create something that's this big, you've got to put all the pieces together, and it's complicated, and they don't want that for you. It doesn't have to be that way. It's really interesting because I feel like you're confident in your working role, but I'm getting that just to speak about this stuff, I'm getting like, I don't know how to tell people about it, or to part of you is saying I feel like a fraud.
Yeah, possibly. I guess I find it difficult to talk to, because particularly when I was younger, I've sort of left a lot of my spiritual development stuff and sort of suppressed it because it was I was ridiculed for it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are those people now that ridiculed you?
Oh, they're family and stuff.
Okay, so
they're around.
So are they still going to be a problem for you now? Or are you just going to tell
No. That's what I've been working on, is sort of coming into my own. It's difficult. It's sort of my mother and my sister. Yeah, it's close family.
Yeah, because part of it feels like one of your guides is just like, tell them to F off, because it doesn't, you know what I mean? One of them's like, tell them to take a hike. And then the other part of you is, but I just want people to accept what it is I'm doing, that and allow me to be me. But they want you to know that you don't need their permission anyway. Just remind yourself that. Just remind yourself, I actually don't need your permission. I'm a big girl now, and I need to do what I need to do. And everybody has their own way of being in the world, and part of your challenge is to allow yourself to be you and don't judge yourself, because when you allow them to infiltrate you, you're actually judging yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're saying just just keep coming back to heart and knowing that you're on your true path. And they're telling me it's going to take a few twists and turns before. There's 5 main aspects of what you will do. 5 main aspects, and you may not do all those 5 at the same time, but there are 5 main streams, and you may find that you work on all of them, and then you may just work on one, and it's all going to come together. Just go with it, just roll with it, see what works for you, and you know what, you know how there's a flavor of the month. So like everybody's like, hey, we're going to do this cool meditation thing, and then they go, oh no, we're going to do this other thing now. You may have to bounce with that, you may have to go with that too, because you know, it's like kids at school with their games. They change, you know, we change and shift. So they're saying you will do the same.
Yeah.
But it'll be okay. Sorry, I'm just going to work on your throat for a minute because it's really. You know how, I know this is going to sound weird, but you know how people have garlic to ward off vampires, you know how we all wear garlic. They're saying, if there's a crystal or earrings or something you can wear that. Okay, so that is going to be your I'm speaking my truth and I'm safe to do so. Cool. And keep that intention with that. Just grab hold of it whenever you're feeling that irritable vibe come in. Just go, I'm walking my path, and that's okay. Just just let me do your throat. Oh, yuck. Feels uncomfortable. You've been doing this for a long time, holding on to your words, not saying them to certain people.
Yeah.
It feels like, you know, those drains when you haven't uncleared your drain for a while.
So dragging all the hair out. Yeah.
Yeah. So your mom's kind down doing it for you. I hope you appreciate it. Are you by any chance near a beach?
Yep, right next to it.
Perfect. Can you tomorrow go to the beach, put your feet in the water, and allow the air to go through and cleanse?
Absolutely.
Put your arms out and just ask the elements to clear anything from you that's just not serving any purpose anymore, and just feel it all lift away, because the elements are really strong with you. I say this to people, but I feel like with you, the elements, I wouldn't be surprised looking deeper back into your history. You've worked with them, Wicca type thing, but you've worked with the elements, so they work.
I have a guide that works with all that really strongly. Yeah,
that makes sense. You've done this before too, so it's very you get it. Keep doing that, because elemental energy is extremely strong and it's really underrated, and we need to get it out there a lot more, because people are accessing the energy of the elements like they could be. They won't be able to access it as deeply as you, but they can still work with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see you could teach it to people, but it's like they may not be able to go to as deep a level as you can, because they don't have the same historic lineage that you're in. But you can still no doubt teach it to others and share that knowledge. Yeah. So that's one of your streams, which is really cool. Thunderstorms. Thunderstorms are you, right?
I love them.
The energy of thunderstorms just lights you up. It's like you capture out of its energy, and I love that. Yeah. I think that's all you need to know. Just keep doing what you're doing and jump on that path.
Great, thank you.
No worries.
And I'll go to the beach tomorrow and clear that out.
Yeah, definitely do that. Needs to go. You've got the power to do it yourself, so there's no point in me doing it for you because you've already got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Great. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you for coming on.
Thanks, Eileen.
No worries. Thanks for being here. Now I get to kick you out. Kick.
Well, I'm glad my video is working better now. It's just
Awesome.
that I'm hiding behind the sticker. I have to get my bearings to where I can sit.
Well, on the next one, you're going to be in the middle again, so you should be sweet. Don't stress too much.
Oh, good, because I'm like,
I'm going to bring Jody up if Jody's ready. Okay. All right, let's bring her up.
Clearing the energy, so I'm fresh.
It doesn't want to add her. She's not allowed. Oh, there we go.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, Holmes. How are you doing?
Good.
I can't see you, Jody. Can you
Excellent.
see Jody?
Just wait a second.
Oh, okay.
I can see her. She's gorgeous.
Oh, thanks.
It's visible to me. That's okay.
I can see you, Rebecca.
Can you? Oh,
yeah.
I'll have to just work with your energy vibe. It's just like a black rectangle at the moment.
Uh-oh.
It'll filter through in a moment. I'll just do some magic on this side and get the energy to sort of.
That's okay. Jody, what would you like me to what would you like me to
Can you see me now?
I can't, but let's just go for it anyway. Just tell me what you'd like me to look at tonight and I'll try my best. Do you want me to jump in and just see what comes, or do you?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, all right. Just give me a moment. Oh. What's the story around travel? Did you have plans to travel and then COVID has?
That was last year.
Okay, I've just got an aeroplane, that's all. Was it an overseas travel or an internal travel?
I think we kind of had plans for both.
Okay. So what, I don't know, where were you meant to go?
We were supposed to go up through the Great Barrier Reef on the cruise.
Okay. Right. Okay. All right, because I've got this thing around travel coming up.
Okay.
I'm not sure why, but they're just showing me an aeroplane. What did you do instead? Because you couldn't go up to the Great Barrier.
We went up to the Central Coast.
Okay, so you're still near water. All right. Let me just drop it and see if anything else comes. Do you do snorkeling? Are you a snorkeler?
No, I've thought about it though.
Okay. I feel like there's just something around exploring the water. That's all. I don't know what they're showing. I just feel like it's beautiful, clear water, and I'm exploring the water, and that's something important. Yeah, I didn't specifically see snorkeling gear, but I just feel like in the water, it feels like a really happy place for you. Like it's.
Yeah, water's always something that I've got to be not far away from.
Do you live near the water?
I have a pool in the backyard and the water isn't that far away.
Okay. I feel like fresh, like wild water, I'm going to call it wild water, is super important for you. you have a lot of interesting. We just had elemental with Erin, but I'm getting with you water elements are really important. Like wild water is any natural water pool that you can come into contact with. Pools and things are great, but wild water is like it's got this whole different energy.
Yeah, it does.
But for you, when I say wild water, yeah, bush and the waterfalls are amazing, but I've got you in the ocean. Like there's something around. Have you been to Hawaii or the islands or anything like that?
I've been to Noumea. I've been to Murray.
That's where I think I'm assuming Noumea because it feels really good. The water coloration is just really amazing. Is it really
Murray was like that.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I did go swimming out there with a snorkel.
Okay, because I feel like that's what I'm there's something really about the water that's really healing for you and really therapeutic. And they're saying because of the travel restrictions right now, to please ensure that you're still getting that regular contact with the wild water, because you could work your ass off all year, and I feel like you do work hard and play hard kind of thing, or when you relax, you want to relax. Does that make sense to you? So it's super important that just because the country's kind of going to be a bit crazy this year, or it's going to take a while to really, we're never going to have our same normal again, but they're saying it's super important that for you, your downtime involves getting your body fully immersed into the ocean.
Okay.
They're just
I haven't actually been in the ocean for quite a while.
Well, it's really important for you.
I go by it quite often. But yeah.
It just feels like that you are quite on a mission when you do work, that you really get quite focused, and I feel like they want you to make sure that when you have your downtime, this is going to really clear stuff and really be quite healing for you. So that's a really important message, because I feel like if you don't remember to do this, I don't know if you ever have got to the point of you felt burnout or just really over exhausted, but that the fastest way for you to get there is to not stop and just to keep working and to not get yourself in the water.
Yeah. I would just continue to work.
Yeah, and they're saying this is really important for you for basically for your entire life. Please make sure that when you are, because it's just something in you that likes to do and get stuff done and tick boxes, and please make sure that you are having that downtime. And wild water is really the best way for you to clear it out.
Okay.
I know this is probably not something that you wanted to hear or thought you needed to hear, but what the guys
No, it's probably that I need to allocate time to make sure that I give downtime to myself so I can renew my own energies. Yes. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to give it to anyone else. I think that's what Eileen says at times too, that you have to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to take care of others.
100%, because the guides will always pick the thing that is most significant to you, most important, and for you, it's your own well-being. And they're like, just get yourself in the wild water, clear it out, and then you can go back and you can work hard and fast and do all the stuff. But remember to get in the wild water and have that downtime. And when you're in the wild water, you can't be really thinking of work so much, because you've got to be focused on what you're doing. Does that make sense? But also it's relaxing.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're full, you can lay in the lounger and think work. You know what I mean?
Well, the pool's salt water.
Yeah, but
it's mineral.
Oh, beautiful. That's really nice.
Yeah.
But they are saying, like, you need to top yourself up in the wild water, because in the wild water, you've got to actually just enjoy the moment. It's different. There's something about it that's really good for your body and good for your mental clarity, they're saying. So it will just clear you out, and then you come out of that And look, you may go away. Look, 2 weeks would be amazing for you. And I know you can't always do 2 weeks in a row, but it's like it would just give you another 5 months of productivity is what I'm getting.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes if I have that short period of time, my energy and then I can go again.
Yeah.
But it's just whether or not I can actually get it off with work.
Yeah.
Family.
That's right. So your perfect equation, if it's possible, is 2 weeks off, 5 months on, sort of thing. But not saying that there's no breaks in between, but just for every 5 months of kind of work, they're saying you really, if you can have like a 2 week away, your productivity and everything's way more in flow. And I know it's not always possible, but they're saying that's kind of a really good equation for you, because any more than 5 months, if you go 6-7 months and you haven't had a bit of a break, it starts to really feel in your body. Yeah. But you're so good at pushing through that you don't even recognize it until you're like, holy crap, I'm tired and drained and my brain's not, it's kind of a bit fried. Do you know what I mean? And then you go, shit.
Yeah. Well, I've taken it down to only working 4 days a week, and I've got 4 kids at home too.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah, so that's a job in itself, right? So it's even more important to get that downtime when you know, grab the kids and throw them in the water too, because you're all having a clear out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I always feel better when I'm near the water.
Yeah, it's a power pool for you, like a real power source. So they just say, like, keep that in mind, because it's something for your whole life that will actually re-energize and recharge you whenever you need it. Just, you know, even if you can only get in there for half an hour, it's going to help.
Cool. I'll have to get in the water.
Yeah. So it's definitely that's just what I want to tell you for today. So I hope
cool.
that's useful for you.
You still can't see me?
I can see you. Yeah. Sorry, I did say it, but sometimes if someone else is talking, it doesn't come through. So yeah, I have been able to see you for a while.
That's okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on, and have fun next time you go on an ocean adventure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca.
That's okay.
Awesome. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we might do a groupie thing. Thing.
The groupie thing sounds very, very cool.
Pardon?
The group thing sounds very cool. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got 2 waiting, and then we can do group. Does that make sense? We good?
Okay, yeah, we can do 2 more. Yeah, we can do 2 more and then do group if you want to do that. Yep. Whatever works.
Awesome. And for those of you watching, I do appreciate your being there. As people come up saying, DM me, I block them straight away. So they may get to 3 or 4 of you before I get the block to actually work. But have no fear, I am on it.
Hello, Tammy.
Hello, how are you?
I am very well. How are you tonight?
Good, thank you.
Enjoying a lovely Friday night party with us?
Yeah, just chilling. Hubby's in bed, just snuggled up on the lounge with the dog.
Perfect. You know, couldn't ask for a better scenario tonight, really.
Exactly. Nice glass of wine. I'm good.
Magic.
Yeah, so I just basically wanted some just a bit of a general I'm trying to work a lot on myself this year. I feel I've had a couple of conversations with Eileen of what I've been through, so I'm just want to make sure I'm on the right track with going to address what
Okay, so I'm just going to go and do an and see if there's anything in the body that shows up as like a weak spot, and see. I'll just see what they show me. Okay. Have you I don't know, have you got a grandmother around you that you feel that comes in around you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got her. She was already here before any of this. And I don't know if this is in reference to you as a baby or something around babies. Has there been a loss? Have you had I mean, you don't have to answer
Yep.
if you don't want to, but has there been a loss of a baby around you?
No.
No.
I have in the past, like prior to having my youngest is 21.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have a lot of miscarriages.
That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so are you happy for me to just feeling like there's still a lot overwhelming emotion around that's trapped within the womb area?
Yep.
And grandma really wants what did you call her?
Nan. She was my best friend.
Nan. So Nan.
But my kids called her Grammy.
Grammy. Okay, because there's two names, right? So Nan really wants us to help you clear this, because if we clear this, it's really going to help everything else. Because even though in your mind you've gone, I'm at peace, I've gone beyond that, this whole energy really sits there till we shift it on, kind of thing. So there, when you say, now, are you okay for me to go into this online?
Yeah, fine.
Because I'm getting, was there quite a few? Have we had like quite a few miscarriages?
We have.
So was there 4? Maybe.
I had 9 miscarriages, lost 13 children. I was pregnant with twins. I was pregnant with twins a couple of times and lost them at 16, 17 weeks.
Oh wow, okay. So there's a lot more than picking up. Okay. Wow, okay. So let's just work on that, because are you okay with that?
Yep.
All right. Because that's really big, because I've got a lot of stuff going on around you with that. Even sorry, go.
My grandmother actually lets herself known quite a bit, even to Eileen. Pops in and annoys her for a bit.
I feel her around you before we even went in. Do you get any lower back pain?
Yeah.
Because this is going to sound really odd, but you know when you're full-term pregnant and you put your hands on your back, it's actually associated with you not having been able to always do that. It's like a really odd thing that's associated with this the pregnancy is not full terming. It's like you still phantom went through that. Does that make sense? So that is energetic more than anything else. Okay, let's see. This is actually a lot bigger than the show, but I'm just going to do a little bit what I can. It's actually bigger than what we can kind of do in our little time bubble here today, but that's okay. We will still. Oh. There's stuff that I'd really like to do with you off the show, because it's personal, private stuff. And honestly, the biggest gift you can give to yourself is clearing the energy, holding the babies, which I can help you with, holding the babies that you haven't been able to hold, until there's been, it's not a closure, it's more of a space to be able to do this, until you've been given these it's kind of like meditative work until you've been given this to be able to do work. It's really personal work. Until you've got that, I think it's going to be really difficult for you to actually put that foot forward, which is what I know you want to do. But once you've been able to do some of this work, it actually feels like it's really going to, like, you know what I mean? And it's not taking away from what you've experienced, but it's just lifting it off cells. And it's kind of like a lightning, and it's giving you a place to be able to be with your children that come through. So it's big. And hopefully it'll stop the back pain coming because that's all it's with it as well. Sorry, I'm just trying to do some calming work for you because it's I'm sorry, but I've kind of reactivated it just by bringing it up.
Yep. Okay.
Your best supporter is your nan. Like she's your little like cheer squad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually like we think we lose people, but we don't. We just have them in an energetic way rather than a physical way.
Yeah, she was one in a million, definitely.
Yeah. And she's still there. Like she's sorry. I just got this visual of your nan as a cheerleader with the pom-poms because she's a bit funny like that. She's just like, she's got, she's going. Yeah, she's got you. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a lot going on here. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. All right. I think for tonight we'll stop at here. But if you're welcome to connect with me later, and if you feel like that's something you want to do to help do some womb healing around that, just let me know because it's yeah. There's a few things that I can guide you with to help. Yeah, but just let me know.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah, but thank you for coming on tonight. And yeah, this is important to get happening this year. I feel like this is the year to.
Just like, oh, sorry,
yeah.
I stopped you.
That's okay.
You were saying that you can sense like baby, I've got like something in the back of my mind is telling me that my daughter may be pregnant and not know it yet.
Ooh, interesting.
So, yeah,
because there was a baby in your nan's arms.
And when I had my daughter, my grandmother was in the room and actually delivered my daughter.
Wow. Yeah, so I don't know if what is she holding?
My daughter's just been on a an emotional roller coaster. 1 minute she's fine, next minute she's really emotional, and yeah.
It's possible. It's possible. And if it's not this year, I've got 2022. 2022 is also a possibility, but I'm not sure about locking it in for this year, but I do feel like 2022 there could be a baby. I don't know. But you could be right as well. I'm not too sure. What are you thinking? Eileen's got a big smile over there.
Is she pregnant? That's going to a no. Will she be pregnant within the next 3 or 4 months? Yes. If she's not pregnant now, she will be very soon. I'm feeling it soon too.
Yeah. So let us know.
All right. I will.
Yeah.
Congratulations, grandbaby.
Thank you, my love.
Very good.
All right.
Thank you for coming on, and
Thank you.
work on clearing that. And thank you for allowing us to share that on a public forum, because
my pleasure.
Honestly, the more people that are open about, the sadness and loss that they've experienced, the more we can heal this stuff and allow women to actually reclaim their power and heal properly, because often we aren't allowed to grieve because others don't really allow us to fully grieve, because they kind of go, well, your grieving time's up, or maybe they'll tell you maybe something was wrong, or maybe this or maybe that, and they mean well, but it really is not useful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the more we allow women to reclaim their power by saying, you know what, I'm taking control of my own healing around this, then it really shifts it from the body, because it's almost like some women blame themselves and all sorts of crazy stuff. And I'm sure that you went through 100,000 different feelings around this, because it's one of the most difficult things I think that anybody would ever have to go through in their life. So it really takes a toll. So let's do what we can to allow you that healing. Okay.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Rebecca.
Okay.
Thanks.
No worries.
Send
See you.
Rebecca a message to the page.
Oh yes. Message me.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you next time.
See you, Tammy. Whoa. Whew. Some big work.
Our computer's really slow tonight. We've got one more. I've got Andrew coming up.
Oh, Andrew Edmonton. Hello.
Hopefully, there we go. Yeah.
All right. Just gonna lock my camera. So
welcome.
Welcome. And
Howdy.
what would you like to know tonight?
Oh, just whatever you pick up, really.
All right. Eileen, we're going to tag team this, okay? Just because I feel like Eileen gets bored. Let's make her do some work. I gave you a heads up, Phil.
Dude, I've been working all day, man. And he was there for some of it, and I didn't give him room.
I was there for all three.
Well, she needs to do more work. Come on.
What?
Okay, I'll drop in first,
Get rude.
and you can fill in the gaps, Eileen. Okay, so just
yeah.
Okay. Wow. The first thing I see for you is I see this massive, like a thesaurus or a history book, and it's like all this information, and I feel like you're on a bit of a quest. I've got this massive book of stuff in front of me, and it's like I'm finding stuff from everywhere. So I do feel like you are on a bit of a mission to figure stuff out and get answers for things. Does that sound pretty accurate?
Very accurate, yes.
Yeah, okay. So it's a really big task, but it's okay. And what I will say to you is there's going to be some stuff you're going to go, yeah, I don't know if that aligns with me. It may align for the person next to me, but it may not align for me. So you know what, people around you might be validating that line of work or that whatever that is, but if it feels in your body not okay for you, that's okay. It doesn't mean that the work's not valid. It just means it's not valid for you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Because I'll tell you why. Part of it is we're all different flavors. So if we were a cake, I'm going to try and keep it. If we were a cake, if we were all cakes, there's not one cake the same, right? We're all different cakes. Some of us have allergies.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eileen.
Shut up.
but yet the cake is still yummy.
Dude.
Still. So, yeah, so you're going to be attracted to different cakes, and that's okay, right? Yeah, but know that continue. It's really important that you continue on your quest for information. Be prepared to keep an open mind, because I do feel like there are certain avenues starting to open up to you, and you're like, well, if someone told me this 5 or 6 years ago, I would have thought they were just a real idiot. And
100%.
yeah, you're just going to think that they're crazy. So there is a whole lot of stuff coming. If you could have been on the channeling session I was on this morning with a couple of friends, you may still have gone, really? But there's just... I'll give you guys a little tiny insight this morning. I'm not going to tell you everything because it's kind of not for everyone, but I will tell you that some information came through from off-world that kind of really said, with this COVID thing right now, if we can, and this is why when I do the group healing, I want to talk about us calming ourselves and our body and our energy in our body, because if we're able to maintain a calmness and vibration in our body, it's really difficult for viruses and things to really, really affect our system. But if we get into that fear zone, oh my God, there's a new strain and God, we're going to die, that sort of thing. If we get into that place, it is seriously way more likely that we attract it into our life. And I know that sounds really out there, but the information coming in is if we can really balance out our stuff. Like if we're around people that have it, we could still possibly get it, but it's like the level of sickness and unwellness is not going to be the same unless we've got a compromised immune system already or something else going on. But if we go near someone and we're like, hey, I'm really calm and I'm good within myself, it's almost like it's really difficult for that virus to really take a hold, which is a bit different. That information, some people might just think I'm crazy, but that's what we've got today, and that's what I'm rolling with.
Oh, I totally agree with you. Like, manifesting is a powerful tool.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, it gets a bit creepy because I've started writing a book and it delves into a lot of spiritual aspects, and I'll finish writing about something and then find out that it's an actual thing that's about to take place, like the ceremony at Uluru. I wrote about that probably a week for my book beforehand, and then as soon as it come up on Facebook, I was like, God damn it, and had to rewrite all that. And so it's just was pretty good when you said about the book. Like,
that's what I saw, a big book in front of you of information, so that makes sense. Eileen, what were you saying?
Why did you need to rewrite it?
I just felt that.
Why did you need to rewrite that?
Because it was too close, that I wanted to sort of give it my own little spin. Otherwise, I don't want it to get published and have people be like, oh, that's this and that's this and that's this.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's true.
Want to make it a little bit more hidden than that.
So can I just tell you that what happens is you've got these receptive, say you've got a channel here, right? And the information that's floating around the universe, it will go to the people that can bring it through, and you're one of those people. So is the other person who wrote about it. So the information is not just purely going to come to one source. It's like you're tuned to the same radio frequency as a few different people. So you're going to find that it's like, like with the first airplane, it was happening in different parts of the world at the same time because different people got the same information. So don't be put off by that. I'm just going to say like Eileen, just continue to write. You can't, of course, if you want to shift it, that's okay too. But please just keep doing what you're doing, because that's a really big book that I saw.
Yeah.
There's a lot, so they're validating it, because I'm just like, there's a lot of information that I feel like you're searching out for more and more.
And it connects to a lot of societies and then a lot of different conspiracy theories and religion as well, and ties it all into one little story.
Awesome. So Eileen, have you got anything to add? Because I'm going to drop in again and see if anything else comes through if you've got something else to add.
2 things. And when I say 2 things, don't expect it to just be 2 things. I'm a special ed teacher. We don't count that much. I drew 2 cards, all right? This one's the Angel of Solitude, and this is all about you going into that place of solitude. And when you talk about writing, it's almost like you're automatic writing. You're not actually – do you actually plan what you write, or does it just flow?
It flows. A lot of the time it just flows from one thing into another,
right?
And yeah.
You write is not from you, it's from there. It's from spirit.
Oh.
Your book's going to touch a lot of people.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, by the way. You've taken it on naturally. Like this morning, delve into the spiritual side and spiritual development and all that when I was doing the crystals, if I remember rightly. That feels like it was yesterday, to be honest.
Does feel like it was a while ago.
This is the direction. The other card that I pulled out was I honor how I want to feel. All right. You have to acknowledge your feelings. You have to feel the way you want to feel and actually feel fear, feel anxiety, feel anger, feel hatred, feel it all, and then package it up and send it on its way.
Yeah.
You can't know it.
Yeah.
So the word for you, when I saw this, the very first word I saw with this was empowerment, encouragement. Feel empowered because you're literally writing something authentic and you.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
all I got.
That's really cool, yeah.
See, we needed, which way are you, Eileen? We needed Eileen. I knew we needed you.
I'm pointing at you. No. Yeah. No.
Perfect. There's
show.
There's 2 places that they want you to also tap into. I don't know if you have that ability to say this is where I want to go today, but Atlantic. Okay, so you can. I just want you to know that you can.
Okay.
So there's two areas I want you to cover, and that is tapping into Atlantean history.
Yep.
That's one. And the other one, I'm unsure where this is going to take you, but it's to do with Mexico.
Yep. Okay, so in my book, I bring the Atlanteans back. So it all takes place before an event that wipes them out. And the main logo or symbol that I drew for my book ended up being a symbol that was found on a stone in Roswell, New Mexico. And they can't explain what this stone's made of, and it's got a magnetic pull. And I didn't even know that that was a symbol until I showed my friend, and they were like, hey, that exists, it's this thing. And I was like, oh. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. I want to read your book because I'm just like,
I'll keep you updated.
Because I'm thinking, how do those 2 play? Like, how does that even? But yeah, you've just explained it. So listen to what Eileen's saying. Just trust, allow, and we are going to do a little group breathwork exercise. It's just going to be working on breathing and calm and releasing off anything that's. We all, trust me, Eileen and I both do. I'm just speaking for Eileen now. We all have those times where we actually start having that bit of self-doubt. We think we're making shit up. We and we go, do I keep on this path? Like, am I just wasting my time? What's the go? Trust it. Keep walking that path, one foot in front of the other. Even when you have days where you just feel like it's just you're making shit up. Trust it.
Yeah, it does get like that.
Yeah, we all do that. Even people that have been doing this 20 or 30 years, I swear, you still have these moments. It's a human attribute of insecurity. And fear of what others think.
That's probably a bigger part in it. Yeah. No.
Just thought I'd share this.
Oh,
all right,
thank
then
you,
we've
Erin.
got this one. And, and one of my beautiful friends.
Lots of pre-orders.
It's
true.
Yeah. Bestseller before I know it.
Look, honestly, there's so many people out there right now searching for what you've got. So just, no pressure. No, seriously. Just it's coming through you for a reason. You came here for a reason. You didn't come here just to play games. You were like, I'm come here to do this. Possibly, I actually feel like, even though you're saying you may not have been in this world before, I feel like scribing is something that flows through you as well. Because I seem to have you with like an old scribe. I don't know what that's about, but yeah.
I do doodle a lot.
Don't leave us, because after we do this, we are going to do this breath work, and I feel like it may help you just to. Sometimes I think you need to recenter yourself, because you're holding a lot of different energies within your body whilst you're doing this work, and sometimes it actually kind of takes over, and you just need to step away from it for a moment, clear it out, take a breath, and start again. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally does. 100%.
Yeah, so this breath work can just help you. Just sometimes you just feel like, I need to just take 5 and start again. So yeah, so we can do that. Eileen, did you have any more to add?
No, just that people think you have a beautiful spirit.
I'm touched.
If you want to get uplifted, seriously, come and have a chat to my people.
It does seem that way. Very good for the soul.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love Angel's Light.
Yeah. True. Yeah, thank you for coming on. That was really awesome.
No,
that's cool.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
And now we're going to do our breath work, Eileen, aren't we? I've got to remember what to do. What was I going to do?
Yes, we are. So I'm going to kick you out, Andrew. But hang on and watch Facebook, if that makes sense.
Which way is he?
Sweet.
See ya.
He's gone.
Okay, bye, Andrew, and hi, Andrew.
Bye.
It's so abrupt, isn't it? It's like they're there and they're. It's like when they drop them on the chair. What's that show? And they just flip them off. I don't know.
I don't know.
I forget. So I am just gonna feel into which chakras I want to work with this one. I think I might do base chakra and heart chakra. Okay, that feels right.
Do you know where I've been feeling it all night? Base chakra and heart chakra.
Thank you. I needed that confirmation that I was in the right, because I did a little quick live on my Facebook this morning, and I went for solar plexus and heart, but it didn't feel right. I'm like, no, I feel like I need to go base. So there you go. There you go. So base is.
This is funny. Sorry. Sorry. Just left it, and I love your face, Eileen.
It's so bad because you're just like, you feel like you're throwing people out the door, don't you?
I've done that before, actually, like years ago. May or may not have been the end of a first date. I'm like, yeah, really sorry, but you've got to go now. And they're like, oh.
It was the first and last date, I presume.
Yeah, it was. Poor dude. Oh, wow. Look what he missed out on.
Silly man. He'll be regretting that.
He wasn't ready for all of this.
I mean, not many men can be. It's, it's big. The energy, the power, the beautiful, gorgeous headwear.
All of this.
Your husband's a lucky man, and the cake.
I tell him that every day.
Oh my God.
His daughter made that cake. I didn't even have to make him a cake.
But you bought the ice cream, right?
I bought the ingredients. I bought the ice cream. It was my idea to add a little bit of Kahlua to the top of the...
Without the Kahlua, it just wasn't...
It was terrible.
I mean, imagine the Kahlua. I mean, you bring the Kahlua to the cake. I mean, gosh. What's not to love?
Right.
All right. Should we shake our silly...
Right, so working on the heart and the
base?
Shake. Yeah.
We both have children, right? So I'm going to actually go into a little bit of explanation, because just so people understand what it is I'm going to talk about. So the base chakra. Sorry, I just laugh when I'm with you. The base chakra. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to start with the heart, because everyone knows the heart chakra is actually, rather than being where the physical heart is, it's actually center of the chest. Sorry. She's drinking so she doesn't giggle, and I'm giggling. Sorry.
I can't help not being funny and you still laughing.
Can't stop. Oh, okay. So I'm trying to be serious. It's very difficult. Breathe. Sorry, guys. We have the heart.
Breathe it out.
Breathe it. You keep freezing in these really funny poses. Like, it's not that funny, but it's funny to me. Okay. So anyway, we have the heart chakra here. The base chakra is I guess, and the base.
Base of your spine.
Yeah, base of your spine. So okay, I have a friend who has some serious ET energy. So when she's got to oil up for the base chakra, she actually has to put oil. We call it the butt crack oil. So it goes right on the base, like your butt crack there. She has to put a bit of oil there, which is to get to her base chakra, just to help her stay in the place. So base chakra, heart chakra. Base chakra is all about home, stability, feeling safe, that kind of thing. So when we focus on breathing into our base chakra, it's going to help us feel stability and safety, which is kind of important right now, because we've got stuff going on in America, we've got stuff going on in the UK. Brisbane went into lockdown today. The supermarkets went a bit feral. So we... Did
you buy toilet paper?
I only bought a small one because I didn't want to panic people around me. I'm like, just get a little pack, but I didn't want to get into the fear factor of buying a big one, so I didn't need a big one. But you know what I mean? Because that's what happens. Like, people see you grabbing stuff like in that I've got to have mode, and it actually does send out like when you stand on an ant and it tells all its friends and they all go into like bite mode and start biting you. Yep. This is the same thing at the supermarket. If people see you grabbing 2 packs of toilet paper, they go, oh my God, I better grab 2 as well. So we want to try and calm things down again. So the base is super important for that. And the heart is all about our love, self-love, the people around us that we care for. And it brings us back to a place of, I guess, good intentions. So if we're working from a heart space with anything, the flavor of what we're doing is completely different than if we're working from our head space, okay? So the base and the heart are where we're going to work through. Now I'm going to teach you to breathe through them. So this might sound really strange. So we're going to breathe in through our nose or our mouth, and we're going to breathe out through the heart and breathe out through the base. And It doesn't matter where, it's just pushing the energy out, okay? And it sounds crazy, but it actually works. So what I want you to do is just to start to slow your breath down. So we're just going to take a deep, slow breath in. So just, she's left me. Okay. So it's just
my
like
favorite part.
I'm not going to get the giggles again. So we're just going to breathe in.
Sorry.
Breathe in slowly and purposefully. We're going to breathe in peace. Breathe in calm. Breathe in peace. Breathe in calm. Now that you know how to breathe in the peace and breathe in the calm, what we're going to do is through our heart space, we're going to breathe out of our heart anything that's not peaceful and not calming. You don't need to know what it is. We don't need to think about it. Our body will just do the work for us. So we're just going to breathe in peace, and out through our heart, we're going to breathe out anything that's not peace. Breathe in peace. Breathe out anything that's not peace. Breathe in calm. Anything that's not calming, let it go out through your heart. Breathe in calm. Anything that doesn't feel calmful, breathe it out through the heart. Okay, now that you've got this going, you can feel how we are literally releasing from the heart space. Anything within the body that's not peaceful and not calming on the body. You may get a bit of a light head just because most of us are quite lazy breathers, and I don't mean to be rude, but most of us really breathe quite shallow breaths. And that's just because we become quite lazy because we don't think about our breathing. So the more Erin it was, I think she's looking at doing meditation. So it sounds like she's probably someone to speak to about this kind of the way you actually breathe properly, because most of us don't. So just breathing in again. And you find that heart space feels lighter? Because I'm sure that I can feel it, a lot of you. There's a bit of an ache going on for someone. But the more you do this, the more your body gets used to it. If anybody's up for it, do this for the next 5 days. And if you do it for 5 days, it's going to actually integrate into your body better. So as you know, you don't have to do it as slow. You can just start doing it as a thing. And you're just doing it without thinking, okay? So that's really given our heart space a really good clear out of anything that doesn't feel calming and peaceful. And excuse me, I do make up my own words. Just go with that. Okay, so it just, you know what I'm saying? It just becomes a wave. So it's the wave comes in, the wave goes out. The wave comes in, the wave goes out. Okay. I'm just going to clear a bit more out of you guys' hearts. Take out the ugly bits. There's a few of you holding on to some ugly bits and some kind of scary relationships. Sorry. I'm trying to be funny. Not so good relationships. Whew. Who's got the fish hooks? Oh my God, fathers. Okay, somebody who's watching has a previous or past relationship that energy still has their hooks in you, energetic hooks. In other words, they actually still feel like they're the boss of you or in charge of you. And I don't know who you are, but you know, if you think of a person, a previous lover, a previous relationship, you know damn well that if you saw them tomorrow, they would treat you like they still owned you. Oh, whoever you are, and there may be a few of you, please do this for me now. Wow. Okay, these fish hooks, they look like big hooks, are energy. So what I'm going to do is let's change them from fish hooks that are hooked into you and you don't want them there. Let's shift them. We're going to make them into a locket with a gold heart instead, which is you reclaiming yourself and saying, I'm actually in charge of my heart. So because I don't know who you are, I'm just going to, normally I'd ask you what you want to make it into. So if you feel happy to make it into a gold chain with a gold heart, which symbolizes you taking your ownership of your own heart and love life back, please do that. So if this is you and you feel like you've got hooks in you and there could be more than one person, I just want you to pull them out. Ow. Sorry. Whew. Hold it in your hand, look at your hand, and I want you to see it transform into like a locket or a necklace with a gold heart, please. Whoa, sorry, I'm feeling this one really big time. Oh, gosh. Please just put it around your neck, and I'm just going to keep working. This is just a side gig. Didn't plan to do this. Wow, but whoever it was, they did some damage. They really treated you like their property. Whew. And bear in mind, I could actually be working on past lives as well, because often there's a pattern, and this happens. You'll bring that same energy of being owned into the next life and the next life and the next life. So for some of you, may not feel like this has happened in this life, but it may have happened in previous. And when I work on the heart, I work across all timelines and in between lives. Whoa, this is big. Sorry, guys, but this had to clear now. I don't know who you are, but it's going. Whew. Gosh, huge work. Sorry. I know I'm pulling weird faces because the energy of this is crazy deep. Oh my God. Okay, please be over. I think I'm working on more than one person because this can't just be one person. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys, but this has to be gone. Okay. I've just been handed a golden thread to sew up. Okay. Haven't even got to the base yet. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Just give me one moment. Whoever you are, you need to type in the comments. And I'm sure there's more.
We've got a couple of comments there. Dika says thank you. Felicity says sorry, could be me. Andrew says the hooks reference, yeah, definitely relate to that. Erin says I think there's a few of us.
No wonder, because I like that just could not have been one person, because that was massive, mega. I'm just trying to get the base chakras spinning and ready. So I'm just going to some of your base chakras are really out of balance. I don't know if there's a few of you in the group that are not feeling completely safe and completely at home with where you are right now. And we can still work with this, but I'm just giving your base chakra a bit of a zhuzh up and getting it spinning and getting it activated again, because I can see you guys looking at home right now and going, I don't feel like this is home. I've got crap everywhere. It just doesn't feel cozy and it just doesn't feel right. And some of you even feel embarrassed if someone was to come in, you'd be like, oh my God, this doesn't feel right. And what they're recommending is if you can just have a little space in your home that feels clear and a good place where you can just sit, even if it's just a corner of a room where you've got one shelf that feels like it's special for you, where you can put your crystals on or your books or your treasures, and that one space, you clear it with your sage or whatever you've got to do until you can, bit by bit, get the rest of the house how you want it. That's okay. Colors are a really good thing as well, but I feel like a lot of you have this whole thing of, I'm disappointed in myself right now because it's not how I want to be. But please be gentle on yourself, because we're going through some incredibly challenging times, holding space for other people's energy right now. And it's really zapping a lot of us of our own motivation. I'm included in that. So like, I totally don't have my house how I want it right now. I've got sections that are, and as long as I've got a little space I can go and feel at peace, even if I just go and sit out in my garden, I feel at peace, then I'm good. So they're just giving you guys a reminder, as long as you've got a space you can go, it will really help your mental clarity and mental health, because sometimes being in clutter can really screw us up. You know, it can really make us feel a bit down. And then we feel so down we can't do anything about it. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. And kids. Let's not forget kids. It's never ending battle with kids. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so our base is ready to go. Same thing. Don't get too caught up on where you're going to breathe out from. Just know that it's a general area. So we're just going to breathe in the same thing, but I think they're adding another word. Calm. Peace. Interesting. Love didn't come up for heart, but love's coming up for home, because we need in our home, and to feel safe, we need love. So the words that they're using for this particular ritual is peace, calm, and love. So we'll just start with the, did we start with peace last time? I think. Can't remember. So we're just going to...
Don't know.
Don't know? Okay, so we're just going to breathe in peace. Just going to breathe peace in a few times before we worry about breathing it out. It's much easier this time, right? Breathe a wave of peace in. And then just release anything from the base chakra that doesn't feel peaceful. Breathe in peace. Release anything that's not peaceful from the base. You need to visualize a wave coming in and a wave pulling out. Do so. Peace in. Anything not peaceful out. And don't worry about having to be in line with my hand signals or anything. Just go with your own breath, okay? There's no right or wrong. Just breathing in and breathing out as your body needs to. I feel like you guys all feel pretty peaceful now, so let's move on to calm. Breathing in the calm. Releasing anything that doesn't make you feel calm. Out through the base. Anything that doesn't bring calmness into your sense of well-being, into your home, and into the way that you need to feel safe. So the calm coming in. Calm releasing. Calm. Just remember, if you need to do this while you're out, it's going to get much easier that you can do it while you're out. It doesn't have to go through the chakras. As long as you have the intention, you're not going to have to think. Like at the moment, we're thinking about it. Like, it's going to go out through the base. Oh my God. Is that going out properly? Did I do the right place, the right area? Don't worry about it. Just do it. Just allow it, you know? It can be the whole section. You can just feel the shift. You know what I mean? Just, even if in your head you just see a wave coming in as you breathe, and then a wave going out as you breathe out, and relating it to the base chakra, it's still going to work, okay? You can't stuff this up. Trust me, you can't stuff it up. Just think of that calming wave. Okay, guys, we're going to add that that last word, which is the love. So we're going to breathe love in, and love will be what it is that you need it to be, okay? Love means different things to each and every one of us. So just breathe in what love feels like to you. Could be a hug from Nan. It could be, you know, being held by someone. It could be somebody cleaning your house for you. You know, whatever love is for you. It could be feeling love within your own body is really powerful for you. Breathe that amazing love. I'd really like you to breathe in rose petals with this one. Doesn't matter what color, just whatever color you need them to be. Don't worry, you're not going to die from breathing in rose petals, because the energetic rose petals, you can't choke on them. Breathe in the beautiful rose petals and then breathe them back out again. Just know that they're going in and they're clearing back out. Okay, so breathe in the rose petals full of love. Breathe them out. And when you breathe them out, it's clearing. But because the rose petals are magical, what it's actually doing, the rose petals are scattering across the earth and sending love out to others. And we're going to do this through our heart and through our body. It doesn't have to be through a certain chakra. Just breathe the rose petals in and just shush them back out. So you're scattering love out into the universe. Doesn't matter if you can't see them or feel them, just know that it's working. Rose petals are amazing. They carry such magical powers within them. Okay. I think you guys have got the hang of this now, so I'm going to bring Eileen back because I miss her so much. I knew people were going to go to sleep, and unless anybody actually wants to have a little chat on some of that stuff, I reckon we should all just go to bed. Do you guys feel calm?
That's it. I'm going to go and have some more Kahlua.
Yes! Oh, that's amazing, Erin. That's love right there.
That's right. We got this one as well. Oh.
I'm not sure what that's in reference to.
That was about the children.
Oh, yeah.
That was about the children. Let's not forget the children. And then...
Yeah. Was this the heart?
I'm pretty sure it was when you're talking about the home. Home.
Okay. Yeah.
And home not feeling home at the moment. Kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Even a cupboard, even the laundry, anywhere, if you can just have a space that you can kind of feel like it's clean, even like I said, one shelf. Because I'm so glad, because you know what? If we can all do this, and then we can send it out. Trust me, it's gonna have an effect. I'm so glad you relaxed so much. Oh yeah, he's gonna want some love. I totes reckon he will. I mean, but dishwasher, it's a worthy exchange.
Did he pack it as well as unpacking it?
That's the question. Good question.
Because, you know, if he's only done half a job, I'm not condoning anything. However.
She's high standards, doesn't she?
Hell yeah. Because you know why? Because I'm worth. That would be awesome, Andrew. I'd love to have a look.
Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, it sounds freaking amazing. I don't know how you're going to post it, though, because it looks like it's going to weigh 10 kilos. Maybe it comes in volumes. I mean, it is Friday night.
See? Because you're worth it. Anyway, we went way over time, by the way, because that was awesome.
That so happens. Can I just get a little bit of feedback? Was that easy enough to follow, guys? and girls?
Yes.
Cool, because
Yes.
I know it's a bit weird to freak out, but yeah.
It's funny actually because I recently did a EFT practitioner course, and one of the things he does right at the start of the course is breathing in and breathing out through the heart. He gets the heart centered first, and then you do the work.
Perfect. Yeah, because it's kind of not everybody even is aware of chakras and how that all works. And I'm like, I don't know how much detail I need to go into, especially when you breathe out of a chakra, because it's a bit strange at first. But it really, the more you do it, the more you feel it clear, don't you?
And if you ever if you have a pendulum or even a necklace with a pendant, grab it out and you can test whether your chakras are in alignment or not, because swing one way for one and the opposite way for the next. So if I go base chakra, it's going to swing one way. All right. And then we go sacral. So for me, it goes swing, swing that way. And then it goes, okay, we're going to swing the other. Solar plexus.
Ooh, okay.
Heart. And if it kind of starts swinging the same way twice, or if there's a giant pause between it, throat, then you know there's a little bit of work that needs doing there.
Okay.
Third eye. This is one of my sales stock. It just happened to be there.
Yeah, I always have my
crown.
Necklace on. So cool. Yeah, mine's woohoo. Mine's so far in alignment.
So.
But I need to work. I need to do some more creativity because my sacral's a bit. How you going? It's just like, yeah, go do some art or bake a cake or do something creative, would ya? Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool.
I've got some really good cake recipes.
Yeah, you need to share since you shared the photo.
That cake that I commissioned Maddie to make, it's really hard, man. In the Thermomix, you throw all the ingredients in, set it to 30 seconds on speed 5, and then you pour it into a pan and shove it in the oven. It's tough.
Pretty difficult. Don't know if we could follow those instructions. But it looked amazing. You totally need to put it on your page. We all need more food porn.
I get into trouble sometimes from certain people putting food up.
Yeah, well, food is to be enjoyed.
Today.
You know, in this society, we often are like telling ourselves off for eating food, and it's like I don't get that because food is to be enjoyed. Let's enjoy the food rather than punish ourselves for eating the food. You know what I mean?
I was talking about this possibly today. I was talking about this today on one of my earlier videos because we put pressure on ourselves, and the perception through science, through society, is that certain foods are good and certain foods are bad. So we put that perception on food. Now, if you're going out every day and eating crap, then, you know, that's probably not ideal. However, if you're eating a balanced diet and you throw in something, a cheat meal, a meal, body's not going to hate you for it. But you thank the meal for the energy that it is going to provide you. You look at that meal and say, I'm sorry that I viewed you in that way. Thank you for providing and nourishing my body. You know, change the way you perceive the food and it will treat you right.
Agreed. Just enjoy
all food has life. So go and have that chocolate.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy the goddamn chocolate. Just don't eat the whole giant block of chocolate. Enjoy, you know what I mean? Like it's moderating yourself, because when we were kids, we would get 2 squares of chocolate at night. If Dad had a block of chocolate, he'd go, here's 2 squares of chocolate, kids. And we were like, yes, we got chocolate. And now people eat like a whole friggin' block on their own and then go, oh my God, does my butt look big in this? And look, we all do it. Like I've done it myself. But when did we start just shifting what was okay and reasonable to eat? Because it's probably not good to eat a whole block of chocolate, but yet we do it and we don't even remember doing it. Yet if we eat 2 squares and enjoy those 2 squares, we love the shit out of eating that and we enjoy it. That's all we need.
Right.
But we empty.
But if you also consider that your stomach is about the size of your fist, your stomach is literally the size of your fist. So portion sizes really are quite large. Do we really need the size meal that we have?
No, the plates have gotten bigger. Like if you look at the plates as well that we used to eat off, they were much smaller. Everything shifted.
Yep.
But you know, we got a dinner set and the plates were so massive they didn't fit in the dishwasher. So we just used the bread and butter plates, which were still a really good size. And I found that when I'd go to someone else's place and use a normal plate, my stomach would go, no, I can't eat that much. So you get your body adjusts to what you allow it to have. So yeah, there's so much. We could talk all day on empty eating and all that stuff. Whole course.
Yeah.
I get passionate about that stuff.
Oh dear.
Yep. I like it. It's better than saying
here's the thing. It should be
Okay, I've lost my sound. I think we've been censored. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Oh well. Blame Erin. Where did Eileen go? I don't know if you guys can hear me or if the show's ended. Anyway, if you're still there and the show hasn't ended and you can hear me, thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you from Eileen from Love Angel Light and Angel. I said it wrong. Love Angel's Light. Sorry. And good night. How do I get myself out of here? Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming. Oh, shit. How do I leave?